Hey, Danimals. Long time no post. I'd like to tell you that I've been super busy and haven't had time to post, but quite frankly, I don't think I've really done anything since Christmas. That's not entirely true. One of the things I was working on is we've got to swap a few motors around, take a couple motors off the big boat, put new motors on it, and take one of those old motors and put them on my little boat. Now, if you guys are following our motor breakdown over the summer, you know that I've got an engine hoist. I know how to pull a motor, and I can swap them around like that. The big problem I have is that most of the places I keep these boats are on the grass. And once you get all that weight up on this shop crane, you can't move that thing in the grass at all. Now, I've thought about buying a forklift or a tractor or a front-end loader or anything to kind of fix that problem, but I don't really need all that equipment when I just need it a couple of times. So I've decided to take an old junk trailer, see if I couldn't mount my engine hoist on it, and see if I couldn't use that to roll it around in the grass and move these motors where I want to take them. Like they say on Shark Tank, this is my proof of concept. I didn't buy anything for this. I already had the engine hoist. This is an old trailer I had. Actually, a 1977 long boat trailer, painted boat trailer, not even galvanized, that my dad bought from Buck Cambarn from Seacoast Boat Sales back in '77. It's an old trailer. But the idea is give a firm, stable base where I can keep the weight close to the axle so the thing's not going to want to tip all crazy. Oh, it can hold 200 pounds anyways. And then if this works, I can expand on it, either get a different trailer or re-rig something made out of 4x4s or 4x6s. And in the end, I don't have like $5,000 to $8,000 all wrapped up in a forklift or a front-end loader or a tractor that only needs to be used maybe once, possibly twice a year. But I still have the equipment, so I'm not relying on the kindness of strangers or having to have someone rearrange their schedule to deal with my problem. I can take care of it all on my own. So here she goes for her first big lift, pulling out the engine bolts there, starting to take some weight up on the crane. All looks good, and then we dump it. Just a little bit of a counterweight problem. I had it balanced pretty well, but that little bit of extra weight made it tip back down. So I ended up having to jack it up. You can see the frame of this trailer starting to collapse as I try to bring it up. That's how we know we're going to need a new trailer. But once she's up and sitting right, it's not too difficult for one person to kind of move around. I mean, it is a little bit of a chore, but it can be done. I should probably mention, I think we're talking about 250 pounds. Throw in the weight of the trailer that I'm pushing around, and you're probably talking about a 300-pound total, I'm going to guess, and all that. So we got her all bolted up, or hung, as I would say, and we jacked down the trailer and pulled it out, and everything looks good. So it looks like it's going to work. All we have to do is rebuild the trailer, make something a little bit more sturdy. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you on the water.